And we welcome you to Newton Rebels Baseball as we are in the bottom half of the third inning. 8-0 is the score. Batting now is number 9, second baseman number 9, George Speck.
Wow. Technical difficulties for sure. Sorry about that, folks. We don't know exactly what all happened. We were here yesterday and everything was fine, just a different day. And but guess what? We're back on, Frank. I mean, it's you have lots to cover. I know that.
So the score is 8-0 in favor of Cheney, as they scored 2 runs in the bottom half of the second inning and 6 runs in the bottom half. 2 runs in the bottom half of the first inning and 6 runs in the bottom half of the second inning to make it 8-0. Right now we have a runner on at first base, and I have no idea who it is, but number 9 is up to bat. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's George Speck.
That one lifted to the left fielder. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Another run will score. That makes it 9-0. And they did tag out the runner at.
Well, it looks like he tagged him out.
He tagged him out at third base, but now the umpire's telling him that he didn't tag him. So there'll be runners on at second and third base with 2 down.
That's Nolan Riley right there. A throw from the outfield. Looked like he tagged him out at third base, but umpire right there said safe. So I guess they're gonna. Coach Clark went out there to maybe discuss it with the home plate umpire and see what from his view what he saw. So they're discussing it.
Score is 9-0 now.
Yep, called him out.
They did call him out then, so that's going to be at the end of the bottom half of the third inning. At the end of 3 innings of play, the score is the Cheney Diamond Dogs 9 and the Newton Rebels 0. Now, let me make sure that those.
That's what he's checking right now. Yeah. Both coaches are out there talking, discussing. Hey, then that run shouldn't have counted. We're trying to see. Pat's trying to say he scored. He crossed the plate before that out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So we're going to keep it here for right now.
Of course, Pat's in a little jovial kind of mood right now, especially how he's been dominating right now. I mean, every time I turn around, we're seeing Diamond Dogs.
They scored 1 run.
So they did get the run off.
They get their 1 run, so that is 9-0. Here we go. As we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Once again, 1 run was scored in the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Diamond Dogs. We understand that we are on the air now. We apologize, but we have had nothing but.
Oh. This isn't one of our better days, is it, Frank?
Wow.
No, it's not.
I have no clue why, because we've said everything just like we did last night, and we were on the air. I'm going to put us on pause and then be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Looks like the batter will be Corey Mason. First pitch is ball strike 1.
Corey Mason.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, Corey Mason. We haven't got to talk about the players, obviously.
That one in there, right across the knees.
lefty from Newmarket, Alabama, Shorter University, and he just finished his junior year. Now, he's been one of the best consistent hitters.
That one down into the ground as the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we welcome you all to Newton Rebels Baseball. We apologize about all the difficulties, and we have no idea why. We welcome Christy Frazier, Jan Hansen, Bob Brotman. So once again, there's strike 3. So Corey Mason goes down for out number 1. That will bring up the catcher number 16, Anthony Zellner.
Now by the catcher number 16, Anthony Zellner.
9-0 is the score if you're just now tuning in.
And I think the big story, Frank, is Chandler Arnold.
Ball hit the second baseman. Second baseman goes to first for out number 2. A 4-3 put out for the second out here in the top half of the 4th inning.
Yeah, Chandler Arnold from Mesquite, Texas. He's the big pitcher on the mound. Dallas Baptist University. We were talking. Frank and I were talking. We didn't know if everybody was watching, but he had like 30 innings at Dallas Baptist, mainly a relief pitcher, and so he's also just finished his junior year. So he's right on the mound, and he's been right. He's got shutout innings right now.
That brings up the designated hitter number 51, Bryce Nittler. And we apologize about the wind. The wind is just howling here in Genie, Kansas. You probably can hear it. I know we can hear it on our headset.
Yeah. We don't have that in Newton, do we?
Nope. That one misses low. As the count goes now, 1 ball, 2 balls, and no strikes to Bryce Nittler. Now batting for the Newton Rebels as we have 2 down here in the top half of the 4th inning. 9-0 in favor of Cheney. Swing and a miss there by Nittler, and that will take the count now to 2-1.
And right now, Arnold's just been challenged since first pitch with fastballs, and I mean, there's only been 1 hit, and that was by Corey Mason for the Rebels.
Swing and a miss there by Nittler, and the count will even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, like I said, Chandler Arnold, 6'3", 170.
Breaking ball just misses outside, and that will take the count to full now at 3-2.
That was pretty close right there, especially with 2 strikes.
We had to switch over to a hot spot on my phone. That one, Nittler looks at 3rd strike as he goes down looking for out number 3. So we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The score is the Cheney Diamond Dogs 9 and the Newton Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, joined by Mark Cavala, General Manager for the Newton Rebels. We are in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Due up for the Cheney Diamond Dogs is right fielder number 99, Lenny Ashby. And on the mound now, we have number 33 now on the mound.
Yeah, that's Nick Raid from Kennewick, Washington, 5'10", 170 pound from Columbia Basin College.
Grave now, that one in there for call strike. The count goes no balls, 2 strikes.
And Grade's quite an athlete. He was a position player, plays in infield there at his school, but he also pitches some, and he's been getting a lot of relief pitching in for the Rebels.
And here's a pitch by Graves. That one hits to the right side. That's going to be in for a base hit by Lenny Espy. As he records a base hit, and that will bring up the first baseman, number 8, Jordan Stubbing.
Yeah, Espy keeps getting pitches that, especially he likes that high fastball right there, and the veteran from Aruba there, he knows what to do with that fastball.
8, Jordan Stubbing.
So Jordan Stubbing now on the at the plate, and Nick Grave now is the pitcher for the Newton Rebels. What you missed was Spencer Bailey started off the ball game for the Newton Rebels, and we've been fighting trying to get back on the air. Honestly, don't even know how many innings he went, and we apologize.
I like what Bob says. I thought technology is supposed to make life easier.
And that one lifted into right over the shortstop's head. Andrew Brotman backing up, makes the catch for out number 1. So we do have 1 out with a runner on at first base. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 18, Enzo Bonventre.
And I agree with Bob. I mean, you think everything we had yesterday, we didn't have any problems, Frank. I recall. And today it's a new day, and it's like a new set of problems. So hopefully when we get back, this is our last game, and Cheney will be back at Newton on Friday.
I'm not going to bet any money on it. Swing and a miss there by Bonventre as the count goes to no balls and 1 strike. All I know is we better have a tech guy there because I'm really fighting it here.
I think Andrew is going to make a trip up there and make sure. So
the count is no balls, 1 strike, and we got to throw over to first base. Back safely is Espy.
Just glad we're back, and hope everybody, we get the listeners coming back today. Not a lot right now, but hopefully build up here.
Swing and a miss there by Bonventre as the count now goes to no balls and 2 strike. Nice breaking ball there by Nick Grave. So he took a little bit off of it. Scoreboard should show 9-0 as the Diamond Dogs scored 2 runs in the first, 6 in the second, and a fouled off there by Bonventre. The count stays 0-2. And then they scored 1 run in the third to make it 9-0.
And Bonventre, his last at bat, hit a 2-run home run. That was when we were working on the computer, Frank, and everything was crazy. But he did hit a 2-run home run. Yep.
Okay, well, I was working on the computer, so I had no idea. Breaking ball just misses outside. His count goes to 1-2.
He's definitely been tough on his former team of 3 years, but like I said, he's coming on. He's more mature as a hitter. That's the way I look at it. Using the field a lot better, and a strong young man. He gets it up in this wind, Frank, and it goes.
Fouled off there by Bonventre. Well, he came into the ball game with 25 RBIs. If he had a 2-run home run, that make it 27 now.
Well, and you look at last year even. I mean, I think the leaders were right in the 40s. And look at these guys. I mean, there's a bunch of guys like you were talking about for 20s, and Enzo's not stopping. He's been very consistent. And that's 3 weeks of the season or so.
Yep. So the count will stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I guess that's the key that I'm getting at, especially with Enzo and some of the older players, the experienced players. They have the experience. They know the highs and lows. They know how to deal with the bad days, the 0 for 4s or whatever, and they come back and have a great day. And since that game that we did lose 6-5 the other night, I'll tell you the Diamond Dogs, their offense just been going crazy.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bonventre. And Rick Grave ready with the 1-2 pitch. That fastball stays high, and the count will even up now at 2-2. Well, we got 7 watching now. We hope to build it up here a little bit as the ball game moves along. Maybe some of the fans just kind of gave up. But they're trying to find us still on YouTube. Here's the pitch. Now swing and a miss there by Bonventry, and he goes down for out number 2.
Yeah, Nick Raid is kind of sneaky fast. He's not like an upper 80s kind of guy or anything like that, but right there, he, his off speed and everything makes his fastball probably 84, 85. Fastball look like it's 89, 90.
So Graves records his first strikeout of the ball game as he just came on here in the 4th inning. Runner on at first base with 2 down as the score is 9-0 in favor of the Cheney Diamond Dogs. And here's Graves' pitch. That one down into the ground. Misses for ball 1.
Yeah, he mixes it up real well. That's one thing about Nick Raid that I do like coming out of the bull, and he throws strikes. I mean, that's kind of the combination that we're looking for.
Here's the pitch, that one right across the knees, and that would take the count now to 1 ball and 1 strike.
And I think a key of the game, and let people know that the bases were loaded, 2 outs. Nolan Riley hit a little base, it looked like a base hit to right center, and Campbell Sullivan, the center fielder for the Diamond Dogs, made a diving catch, a great catch, and it stopped and prevented them from scoring.
Swing and a miss there by Scott, and the count will now go to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Because I don't know about you, Frank, I thought that ball was in.
I actually thought it was a base hit, but
2 runs would have scored right there.
He showed the ball right away, so he came up.
And that's what the Diamond Dogs always have. It's not the pitching; they have defense. They have great defense.
Breaking ball just misses low, as the count will now go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. As we are in the top half of the 4th inning.
And the thing is, they're going to be they're in the MVC already because the runner-up finish, and they're just going to be building. I mean, they might pick up a player here or there, but they're going to be strong again.
That one lifted into over the shortstop's head. Brotman going back. Oh, no,
he dropped the
he
ball.
hit the ball, and that's Barnes that just upended Brotman as Brotman was going back, and Barnes, the left fielder, took the feet out of Brotman, and he ends up dropping the ball.
Well, we've seen that in the outfield, and that's with the wind or whatever. The ball that dropped in earlier it allowed a couple runs in. And right there, especially Brotman, he's backpedaling, going back. Your outfielders, with the wind blowing in their, it's blowing in their face. They got to be coming up and calling them off.
Yeah, they got to be talking to each other, and that's one thing that's not happened here today.
And I don't understand because at this time of the season, the only thing I think is the wind.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of because you had that fly ball in the right center field, and the ball just falls right in between the 2 guys, and both of them were there in plenty of time.
And right now, I mean, it looks like there's Coach Clark. He's pretty concerned, and there's Brotman crouched down right now at shortstop. I mean, he's a tough kid. He's from Ark City, but I mean, the whole thing is he's got to make sure he's all right. He's got to walk it off, and we'll see what happens.
So that's going to be Brotman had the ball in his hand right there.
Yeah.
And that would have been the 3rd out, but like I say,
and Frank, maybe the outfielders that are playing against the fence are playing so far back that they have to come in, but you sprint in, and you still got to make that catch. That ball hung up there for a while.
Yeah, Justin Barnes just did not see Brotman, I guess, or did not communicate that he was going to go for the ball, and just took the feet out of Andrew Brotman. Brotman ends up dropping the ball, and now we have runners on at 2nd and 3rd with 2 down. And the count is 0 balls, 1 strike now to Luke Hefner. Here's the pitch by Graves. That one fouled off, and the count will now go 0-2.
And I always used to tell my players, like double plays, it's not the ones you make, it's the ones you don't make. Well, it's the plays right there, not the plays you don't make right there.
In that 2nd inning, we where they got 6 runs, we gave them 5 outs.
Yep.
We had 2 errors, 1 mental and 1 error on the shortstop. That one hit to the 3rd base side, and it's foul. So the count stays at 0 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and right here, Nick needs to be a little careful. He's 0-2. He's got an 0-2 count right now. And he's on, a good hitter, Luke Hefner, freshman from another Dallas Baptist player. I mean, that's one thing that Coach Hahn's got that connection.
Breaking ball, that one fouled off there by Hefner, as the count stays at no balls and 2 strikes. Rick Grave doing a good job here for the Newton Rebels here as he came in on the top half or bottom half of the 4th inning.
Just tough, 0-2 pitch. Like I said, you got to know what the hitter's thinking. He's going to be defensive. He's going to swing at anything. He's got runners at 2nd and 3rd. There, that's a good pitch, I think, Frank, with 0-2.
Exactly right. That one misses for ball 1. As the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have Ashby at third base, Scott at second, 2 down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 9-0 is the score in favor of Cheney. And here's Graves' pitch. Breaking ball, fastball correction, I should say. That one does hit Hefner, so he will be on with a hit batsman.
And that's a 2-strike approach. You get on the plate and with 2 strikes, and Nick Ray came in and hit him.
That will bring up the correction, the catcher number 21, Matt Vaughn, correction.
Matthew Vaughn.
Yeah, Matt's from
Vaughn now coming up to the plate.
Las Vegas, Nevada, 6'2", 200, freshman, University of Nebraska, Omaha.
So he's now up there with bases loaded. Here's Gray's pitch. That one fly out to the shortstop. Shortstop backing up, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
I'm glad that one didn't go too far out there from.
So the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Diamond Dogs. They scored no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. At the end of 4, it is the Dogs 9 and the Rebels 0, and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the top half of the 5th inning. The score 9-0 now in favor of Cheney. Due up for the Newton Rebels, the right fielder number 0, Eli Hickman. Hickman looks like he grounded out to the second baseman. That ball hit to the shortstop. Juan Hopper goes to first for out number 1. So a 6-3 put out for the first out.
That was right fielder number 0, Eli Hickman.
And that will bring up the second baseman, number 11, Jaden Hanna.
That's one pitch for the new pitcher, Nate Postaway, a guy that you know, Frank, Valley Center, Kansas, 6'4", 200. He's a junior from Southwest Oklahoma State University. But that's pretty nice when you just come in the game and get one pitch. And I'd like to see a little more patience from the Rebels because we need a lot of runners.
So Nate Postaway now on the mound for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Like you were saying, he is a Valley Center graduate. The Valley Center Hornets. Fastball misses high for ball 1.
Tall kid, looks like throws pretty hard. You probably know a lot about him, Frank.
He throws very hard. He's got a couple great pitches. It's always around the strike zone, that's for sure. He's another Zach Gillick type. Swing and a miss there by Hanna as the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. And you see what Gillick's been doing in the league.
Oh, yeah.
As he's in the top of the strike zone, or strike out leaders. Here's the pitch by Post to Wait. That one hits the inside corner as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And, we put up the nominations for the All-Star game, which is July 5th, and I'm sure he's going to be on that.
Who's that, Gillick?
Gillick, oh, yeah.
I'm sure he will be. If he's not, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I told Mr. Gillick when we interviewed him a week ago. Here's the pitch by Postaway. That one lifted to the shortstop. That's going to be in for a base hit by Jaden Hanna. Hanna records his first base hit of the game. And that will bring up
Now catching for the Dogs, number 30,
the
Griffin Larson.
shortstop, number 1, Andrew Brotman.
And I was going to talk about, right there you look at Hanna, the guy, he's played with wood bat because he's from Western Oregon University. In that league, they use wood, so he's used to it. So you can see it's just a nice little swing, easy swing, base hit.
So top out the 5th inning. Jaden Hanna records his first hit of the game. Brings up Andrew Brotman. 1 out, 9-0. We hope you're enjoying the ball game. We're starting to get some more people joining us. That one across the knees for call strike 1. No balls, 1 strike now. And to Andrew Brotman, who's playing shortstop this evening for the Newton Rebels.
Well, I'm glad he's all right because that was pretty scary that back there, the collision.
It sure was, because it took his legs right out of him. A swing and a miss there by Brotman, as that was a breaking ball down, and he went after it. So the count now goes 0-2.
Yeah, the only way he could have hit that because it's an off-speed pitch away. He's got to take that to right side.
So no balls, 2 strikes now to Andrew Brotman. Jaden Hanna on at first base as he just recorded a base hit. We do have 1 down here in the top half of the 5th. And Nate Postaway ready to go. That one lifted into right field. Right fielder moving to his left. That wind really played havoc with him, but he does get under and makes the catch for out number 2.
And Ashby being from Aruba, he's used a little wind out there. Like I said, I've been out there twice coaching the USA teams, and it's beautiful, Frank. It's like 87 degrees every day, but it could be windy.
Brings up the left fielder, number 7, Justin Barnes. I had a chance many moons ago to go to Aruba and go to work out there at the refinery. I used to work for the oil company. Matter of fact, I retired 6.5 years from that oil company. And but back when I first started, and I had a family, a quick family, so I had a chance to go to Aruba to go to work and turned it down.
Whoa.
Yeah.
For how long would you have to be there?
Well, I was going to have to be there for a long time. And decided not to, and since I had a family at home, decided to take care of them, but still continue working for the old company. There goes Barnes. That was going to be in for a base hit there by Justin Barnes as the Rebels record another base hit. That is the second hit off of Nate Postaway.
Yeah, and they continue to get runners on base. Like I said, it's just that game that they lost the other day, 6-5, Frank, they left 16 guys on base. And even yesterday in that game, there was a lot of guys on base. I don't know what the exact number, but right now there's quite a few. I'd say about 6, 7 runners on base. But you got to hit those 2-out hits.
You did it again. You talked about yesterday's game.
No, I forgot.
We're not going to talk about yesterday's game. That game is over with.
No, that's right.
Here's the pitch by Postaway. That one hits the inside corner for call strike 1. Runners on at first and second now, as we do have 2 down, and I keep putting Barnes on at first base and it won't stay there. There we go. Let me clear it. Not allowing me to do it. Ball hit to the second baseman. Goes to first for a 4-3 play, and that is the 3rd out. The top half of the 5th inning for the Rebels. They scored no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 4.5, it is the Diamond Dogs 9 and the Rebels 0, and we'll be right right back. And we welcome you back to Newton Rebels Baseball as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. Due up for the Diamond Dogs will be the center fielder, number 22, Campbell Sullivan. Now pitching for the Newton Rebels is number 18, Ryland Wallingford.
Yeah, quite an athlete from Blair, Nebraska, 5'11", 178, Southwest Tennessee State, and he was a freshman.
That ball lifted into center field. Center fielder not able to get to it, so Campbell was in with a base hit.
One thing, Frank, got some pretty good news, I think, for the future here. I talked to Coach Quick, who's the coach out here at Cheney High School, and kind of runs things around here, and he says they're talking about putting a little press box back here.
Well, that's
so I thought, that's great, Mike. But
well, a little press box will not help us because most likely it won't be room for us. That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 1, Trent Maloney. They're going to have to put up a big press box to be able to get everybody in.
We're definitely spoiled, up there in Newton.
We sure are. A very, very nice press box in Newton, Kansas. And then thanks to one of our parents, a air-conditioned press box.
Yes. And like I said, it's great. Parents ask sometimes, what can we do for the program? And believe me, we got a list, don't we, Frank? But, so if anybody's ever interested, just get a hold of me. I'm the general manager, and, we're always looking for something, some help.
Count is 1 ball, no strikes now to Maloney. And here's the pitch. That ball hit hard along the left-hand side, and that will be out of play.
That's your car, wasn't it, Frank?
My car was parked there in that spot, but I happened to got smart and moved it.
Good.
And now it is that away. Still in that direction, but not quite that close. Count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Maloney. With that win, I didn't want to be that close.
Hey, Frank, you mind if I take this comment here?
No, go
ahead.
Okay,
I'll take that after this pitch here.
Okay. And here is Wallingford's pitch. That one, just misses. A great breaking ball, just misses the knees as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
All right, Jeanette Virginie, I'm so proud of DJ last night. I told him I'd make him homemade chocolate chip cookies. Keep up the good work and be a team leader. Go Rebels. I love that, everything. Sent some homemade chocolate chip cookies. Oh, Coach Carve here, man. That's my favorite all time, especially the soft ones.
Oh, no.
Hint.
No. I can't do soft cookies. I'm sorry.
Now, see? You have to make some for Frank and some for me, but I love chocolate chip. I've eaten those. Obviously, you can tell Frank, my belly here, most of my life. And that and chocolate milk.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why, I get along pretty well there with Mr. Hanna.
3 balls, 1 strike now to Maloney. As on first base is Sullivan, as he just recorded a hit. And can't give you all the hits and errors and all that because we were just so busy trying to get it back on the air and barely kept track of the score. That one just misses. And that will be ball 4.
I don't know where that missed at because I looked right there. But
so Maloney will be on. That's with a walk. That brings up the second baseman, number 9, George
Now,
Speck.
second baseman, number 9, George Speck.
yeah, George Speck a week ago was playing in the Super Regionals, Dallas Baptist, and now here he is. And he's with this series. He's been tearing it up pretty good. So he's had at least 2 hits, I think, in every game.
So runners on at first and second with no out here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Once again, if you're just now joining us, 9-0 is the score in favor of the Diamond Dogs. And Waterford steps off. Going back to second base is Sullivan. No throw, but at least Waterford is keeping the runner close. The Diamond Dogs scored 2 runs in the first, 6 runs in the second, 1 run in the third to make it 9-0. And in that second inning, the Newton Rebels had 1 error, and then they also had a fly ball that fell between the right fielder and the center fielder when both men were standing there, and nobody caught the ball. The ball just fell right between them.
Yeah, that's something that can't happen, especially at this level.
So we gave them 5 outs that inning. That one hit right back to the pitcher. Waterford's going to go to first base for the out. So it is a 1-3 play for out number 1. Both base runners advance as Sullivan moves to third base and Maloney moves to second. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 99, Lenny Ashby. We welcome Christy Frazier, who's watching, Jan Hansen, Bob Brotman, and Jeanette Virginie.
She got me hungry thinking about talking about those homemade chocolate chip cookies, Frank.
And that one misses high by Waterford to Ashby. As the count goes, 1 ball, 9 strikes. Now look what you did here.
I know, yeah.
She says, Frank, I'll be sure to send a care package as well. You're doing a great job announcing. Thank you so kindly. DJ told his roommates, my mom's cooking are the best. And I've seen some of your posts that you put on Facebook, and the meals that you cook are really very nice.
That's
so
great.
I can see how he would miss your cooking.
Well, Frank, how come you get all the love? I'm the general manager. The general managers don't get love, or what? What's the deal?
I don't know. I
don't know.
What the
I guess it's like coaches. As a coach for those 30 years in college, I'm sure I didn't get the most love from everybody. But
count is 1 ball, no strike. Great
nice
pitch there by Waterford, and apparently that one misses as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike.
That was a nice pitch.
Yeah, it sure was. I thought that was. And here's the pitch by Waterford. Breaking ball as the ball is lifted past the shortstop. 2 runs are coming home as that throw by Barnes is off to the third base side. So 2 more runs scored. Now takes the score to 11. And on at first base is Lynn Ashby with his second hit of the ball game. And Maloney scores from second and Sullivan scores from third base. That would bring up the first baseman, number 8, Jordan Stubbings.
Now batting the first base, number 8.
Yeah, one thing, like I said, the Diamond Dogs, I was going to look at their record, what it was earlier. Now they're getting everybody back. They're getting all the Dallas Baptist guys are getting a lot more, and they're going to be stronger. It's going to in the league, Frank.
Okay, I went to live chat, and for some reason it's unable to connect to chat. I have no idea. I see why now because it's buffing.
A little slower, yeah.
Runner on at first base as the count goes to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jordan Stubbings.
I do have some scores for us too, Frank, so we'll get to that when we can.